Yo, what's up, basketball fans? Welcome back to the channel. Now, if you've ever had a conversation about basketball with anyone, you know the debate that never dies. Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. We're talking about the GOAT debate. Who is the greatest of all time? MJ with his 6 championships and unbeatable finals record, or LeBron, the king who's changed the game and is still playing at the highest level? Grab your popcorn, cause we're about to dive deep into this heated showdown. And trust me, this one's gonna be more exciting than a last-second buzzer beater. 1. The origins of legends. Alright, let's rewind the clock and take a look at where it all started for these two basketball giants. Michael Jordan, born in 1963, grew up in Wilmington, North Carolina, but despite his small-town roots, his potential was anything but small. Even in high school, Jordan showed flashes of brilliance, though he wasn't immediately the standout player we know today. In fact, during his sophomore year, MJ didn't even make the varsity basketball team at Laney High School. Can you imagine that? The future GOAT was actually cut from his high school team. But rather than let that setback define him, Jordan took it as a challenge. He grew taller, faster, and stronger, turning his pain into fuel. By his senior year, he was dominating on the court and earning a scholarship to play at the University of North Carolina. And that's when the legend really started to take shape. Now, if you're wondering how a young college player could go from humble beginnings to global superstardom, here's where it gets interesting. Michael Jordan's defining moment came in the 1982 NCAA championship game against Georgetown. As a freshman, he hit the game-winning shot that clinched the title for UNC. And just like that, the world started to take notice. MJ was no longer just a college kid. He was someone with the killer instinct that every basketball coach dreamed of. Meanwhile, let's talk about LeBron James. Born in 1984 in Akron, Ohio, LeBron's story was different from Jordan's, but just as remarkable. By the time he was in high school at St. Vincent Street Mary, LeBron was already making waves, and it wasn't just in basketball. The media dubbed him the chosen one long before he stepped onto an NBA court, and with that label came immense pressure. High school games with LeBron were drawing crowds like NBA matchups. His talent was undeniable, and every game felt like a preview of the future. Unlike MJ, who was initially a late bloomer, LeBron was an instant star. He was already considered one of the best players in the country by his sophomore year, and by the time he graduated in 2003, he was the most hyped up basketball player to ever come out of high school. We're talking about a player who was literally projected as the next NBA superstar before he even touched a pro court. The expectations, astronomical, and when LeBron was selected by the Cleveland Cavaliers as the #1 pick, first overall pick in the 2003 NBA draft, it wasn't just about talent, it was about history. The pressure on LeBron was insane, but instead of cracking under it, LeBron embraced the spotlight and became an all-star in his very first season. In fact, he was so good so early on that some fans wondered if he'd ever miss a step. LeBron came into the league with a bang, playing at an elite level from day one, and he didn't just stop there. He quickly became the face of the NBA, not only because of his skill set, but because he was already a symbol of the changing tide in professional basketball, an era where the game was transitioning into a global phenomenon and players were starting to take control of their careers both on and off the court. Both of these guys, in their own ways, revolutionized what it means to be a basketball player. Michael Jordan's ascension from humble high school beginnings to NCAA stardom and then NBA superstardom was a journey that defined his relentless drive. LeBron's journey, meanwhile, was about proving that the sky was the limit for what a high school player could achieve. Their stories were different, but their paths to greatness were both paved with hard work, overcoming obstacles, and, of course, immense talent. 2. The Championships Showdown. Alright, let's talk championships. The golden standard of greatness, right? Michael Jordan finished his career with 6 NBA championships. 6. Perfect 6 for 6 in the finals. A flawless record, never losing in a title series. It's like a basketball player's dream, but Jordan made it his reality. His finals performances were legendary, with him being named finals MVP in every single one of those 6 championships. Yeah, that's what you call dominance. But hold up, LeBron's got his own story. LeBron is the guy who's been to the finals 10 times in 20 seasons. He's got 4 rings, but remember, the man has been the underdog in many of those finals appearances. Whether it's carrying a team with minimal help or taking down the Golden State Warriors in 2016, LeBron has shown time and time again that he can win the big one. So LeBron's 4-6 in the finals versus MJ's 6-0. Now, some people say, well, LeBron's got more finals losses, but we've also got to consider the competition. LeBron has faced some of the toughest teams in NBA history, and he's still pulled off 4 championships. 3. The stats game. Alright, let's get into the numbers, because we know stats are where the real debates start. LeBron is currently the all-time leading scorer in NBA history, having surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record in 2023. That's over 38,000 points. But Jordan, despite retiring early twice, has an average of 30.1 points per game over his entire career, an NBA record, and that's not even counting his 10 scoring titles. It's a scoring machine on both ends of the court. Now, let's talk about all-around impact. LeBron is known for his versatility. Dude can pass, he can rebound, he can score. And don't forget about his basketball IQ. LeBron averages more assists and rebounds than Jordan, and he's done it in more seasons. Not only does he score like a machine, but he facilitates like an elite point guard. MJ was known for his clutch shots, but LeBron has a more diverse game. 4. The legacy and global influence. Alright, let's talk legacy. MJ didn't just change basketball, he changed the world. His global influence is insane. The Jordan brand, the Nike Air Jordan ? Those shoes alone are practically a cultural institution. He turned basketball into an international phenomenon. When MJ played, everyone, literally everyone, wanted to be like Mike. But LeBron, let's be real, is the modern-day equivalent in his own right. He's been the face of basketball for over a decade and has used his platform for activism, philanthropy, and making waves in Hollywood. From opening his own school for at-risk kids in Akron to his outspoken views on social issues, LeBron has leveraged his influence in ways MJ never did. LeBron's also reshaped the business side of basketball. Think about it. The man signed a $1 billion deal with Nike and has his own production company. MJ paved the way, but LeBron is revolutionizing it. 5. The final verdict. So who's the GOAT? LeBron James or Michael Jordan? Well, it depends on what you value. If you're all about championships, MJ's perfect 6-0 record might give him the edge. If you want to talk stats, longevity, and versatility, LeBron's the man. LeBron is playing in an era where the game is more evolved, with bigger players, faster paces, and insane defenses, and yet he's still at the top of his game. Let's be real here. Whether you prefer Jordan's competitive drive or LeBron's all-around excellence, the basketball world has been blessed by both of these legends. In the end, maybe the best way to settle this is to say, who cares who the GOAT is? The fact that we have had both MJ and LeBron in our lifetimes makes us all winners. So what do you think? Who's your GOAT? Michael Jordan? LeBron James? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this deep dive and subscribe for more epic comparisons. Catch you next time. Same channel, same debate, different legends.